Hi John, this is Susie Bussman. I'm making this quick video, hopefully quick video, to help you with meeting standard 8.1. So I'm looking at your review and 8.1, what the feedback I provided with you in terms of what you needed to do. Sorry for the quick scroll here. It says at a minimum, all the links need to be embedded in descriptive text. All pages need to be formatted with headers. And I'm also going to show you a third thing that has to do with hiding your files, or how to make your course menu look the way it should look. Because on your course menu, you do allow students access to files, which is not a good practice. But that said, we're going to go to your home page. And when I look at your home page, I can see that some of your links are embedded in descriptive text. I don't see the URL, all that HTTP garbage. I just click on that and it goes to the page or the resource. So these are embedded links. And down here, this is a non-embedded link, which I'm now going to demonstrate how you embed it. I'm assuming you know how to do it, but at the same time, I'm seeing that you're telling me you don't know how to do it. And you need to know how to embed links. It's an accessibility issue. Because the screen reader will read literally every single one. HTTP, you get it, the gist of it. So what I'm going to do here is first module, I highlight it. That's where I want to embed the link. This is going to be exactly like what you do in Word. So there it is, it's highlighted. Then actually, I highlight this first, and I do a Control-C. So I have the information on my clipboard. Then I highlight what I want it to put into. And then when I click on the Rich Text Editor, I'm sorry, I'm going pretty fast, to link to URL, that's the text. And then I do a Control or Command V, and there is the information that I had to the clipboard, and then I say insert link, and you can see it turns yellow. So now that is going to go to this. So I don't need this here. And then of course I have to save it. So we're going to test drive that link after I save it. So click on save. We're out of the edit function. Now we're back on your home page. And all that gobbledygook is gone. And here it is. It went to the page that you wanted to direct students to. So that's how you embed links. Highlight the link, copy it to the clipboard. You can also do it via your edit and copy or your Command C. Then you copy the text, the descriptive text that you want to embed in. First module, Canvas tour, whatever the descriptive text is, and it should be descriptive, not just link. And when you're in that Rich Text Editor, we'll go back to it very quickly. Here, you have that link to URL, and that's going to open up that dialog box where you paste. You can come back up here, your edit, and paste, or use your Command V and paste the URL here, and you click on insert link. I don't have any link to insert at the moment, but those are the steps. So that's that, and I'm going to resave the page so I don't lose anything. All right, now, actually I should just go back into edit function here and see how you are doing on this page. This is always, at least as I think it is, by default, a header, because it's programmed into Canvas. This is not a header, it's just paragraph text, 14 point. Really, you want this whenever you're going to put something as a header, you're going to reformat it. Once again, you have to highlight it to tell this is what I want to format. And then you come over to paragraph, and you might call this like a header 2, because usually your top one is your header 1. Let's see if we can actually format that. No, it tells me it's a header 2 there. This one's formatted by default by Canvas. That's why it's not reading it. This is now, I know, a header 2, and you can change the size of the header. The point of the header is to let the screen reader know this is the title of this content, chunk of content coming up. It's basically an outline strategy that, just like you have Roman numeral 1, capital A, small a, or whatever, with an outline. So now the screen reader and a person who is blind or has visual problems will know that when the screen reader tells instructor contact info, that's the big idea of the next chunk of content. When I put my cursor there, I can tell it's a header 2. And then down here, this should be, we're changing the topic area. I highlight it, I come over here, I say another header 2. Since this one's at 21 point, we can bring it back down to 12 point. But it still is a header to let the screen reader know, or the person listening to the information being read by the screen reader, we are changing the next into another chunk of content. So because you can't see it when you're visually impaired, you can hear it through the programming and how you format. So once again, I said, I want to change that to a header. I do not want 21 point. I've been picking 12 point. You can come back and change it. So now you have your 3 chunks of content formatted in an organizational format with headers that lets a screen reader know there are 3 chunks of content on this page. And you do the same thing with your modules. So you go to your module page, and if you say edit, you should do this also on your syllabus, each chunk of content in your syllabus. I can tell this is not a header. It tells me right away just from my cursor being on the same line, I am a paragraph, 12 point. You need to come back and reformat these overview pages with the headers, your syllabus with the headers. I already did your home page. You can change the size of the header font. And the third thing that I'm going to point out to you, because it's just, you're going to, if you don't already know how to configure your menu, it's in Settings, Navigation. Every single one of these items is currently on your menu. You don't have MyLab or Cengage or any of this other stuff. If you used prepackaged materials from a course, you would, from a publisher, academic publisher, but you don't want files up there, so you just drag and drop it down here. And if there's anything else on this page or on this course menu that you're not using, and then of course you can drag and drop any of these items within the course menu. So say you wanted to put announcements up here to give them higher visibility. And I do not know if you are using, I don't think you're using conferences in your course, but you may want to have students have access to conferences, so you would leave it there. You could take pages off of here. It won't mean that you will have access to this stuff. It'll just be grayed out for students. And so I have changed those things on my menu. I have to go down to the bottom. I say save. Now, these are the things that the student can actually see, and they need this stuff, I guess, for your course. You can decide, you know your course. But you can still see pages and files and outcomes that you can access as the instructor. So now we've updated the course menu. You go back to your home page, and those are the 2 8.1 things that I asked you to do throughout your course and your syllabus and any document that you're providing. They also have to be PDF'd, which you can do in Word. And then upload and link as a file. And I'm at 10 minutes, so I'm going to call it. Hope this has been helpful.